So there, we have there the introduction. Pakibasa na lang po. And strengthen partnerships with parents or guardians and all stakeholders to create positive learning environment to all learners. The profile of our teachers and non-teaching personnel. As per Plantilla, you consider the number of male teachers, the number of female teachers, total number of teachers. Hindi pa diyan na isasali yung mga newly hired teachers natin. That is still our original population. So bawat department is headed by a department head. Then we have also there the support staff, the senior high school, totaling to 143 teachers and employees plus the newly hired teachers. Then that is the total na. Makikita ninyo sa graph na per learning area, ang total pa rin natin is 143. Where the highest so far in terms of number of teachers is the senior high school, followed by the English, science, English, PLE, Filipino, and others. So, from that alone, makikita na natin kung sino sa mga department ang talagang nangangailangan ng teachers. This is very important. The profile of the head in terms of digital tools. There you can see on the first column with laptop, desktop, smartphone, tablet at home stable internet connection. Hindi stable ang connection in our residence. Though we are near a cell site, but I do not know why parang nilalagpasan. Before, ang ganda naman ng signal, pero these days, we are experiencing difficulty in the online process. So yan. Makikita niyo yung sa remarks at the bottom, no? There. Profile of non-teaching personnel in terms of digital tools also. May 8 or there are 8 who have laptops and limited internet connection from the department heads. May 7, there are 7, and the others with phones only. So 21 lahat yung number ng non-teaching natin. So makikita natin dito, you can see na talagang medyo hirap pa rin tayo sa internet connection, and I hope it will now improve. It will now be enhanced because of the installation of additional internet, increasing the number of Mbps. The profile of teachers on digital readiness. We are already professionals. Makikita mo. So, yung number of teachers na capable with digital readiness. So, meron tayo doon, pinakamarami, 120. Oh, saan ko tayo?
You totally 120. 74 lang. 20 times zero. Ito yung with graduate and stable internet.
Ayun. Ayan, makikita nyo yung with gadget and unstable internet. 74 out of 134.
120.
121. So, ang dami, no? Kaya, that would contribute to the hindrance of our online implementation later on. We have to do something in order to solve this issue. At meron din dyan na meron pang nag-appear dyan na parang walang gadget. Huh? So, now without gadget, ay wala naman. Wala. Meron din yung trained on digital teaching. There are only few, 21. Then capable of using internet and online platforms, 22 lang. So, very limited. Kahit ako nagpapasis ako sa mga computer literate. I'm trying also to adapt myself to the new trend. So yan yung comment dyan sa baba, no? Most of the teachers have personal laptop gadgets but with unstable internet connection. Few have digital trainings and majority are still in the process of equipping themselves with different online platforms. Yes. A profile of the non-teaching in terms of health readiness. Wow. Number of non-teaching, 22. Number of teaching and non-teaching with health issues, 64. So, yung mga health issues na yan, it varies already. Magkakaiba na yan. Kasama na ako dun siguro. Diba? Then, teaching and non-teaching without health issues by 79. Good that we have a larger number of teachers who do not have health issues. So, kaya nangasawin, healthy pa. Yeah. So there. The emerging lifestyle, work-related diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, diabetes, mellitus, kidney infections, and other diseases are affecting a number of public school teachers and non-teaching personnel in Solano High School. Siguro, contributory, siguro ang ating sweldo nung una pa, no? Nung hindi pa mataas, hindi pa ganong satisfying yung sweldo natin. Kasi karamihang kinakain natin yun noon ay bagoong, asin, soy, binugaw. Ano nagsasuffer? Yung kidney natin. The summary profile of teachers vis-a-vis their health condition as prepared teaching modality. Conditions, 60, 62. Yung sa modular, prepared ng mga teachers natin, gusto nila modular. Pangalawa, blended, combination ng dalawa. It will either online and modular. Then sa TV or radio. Then, followed by online. Parang mas marami pa yung online kaysa sa TV at radio. That is as a result of the survey conducted last, if I am not mistaken, April or May. So you consider the consideration that health conditions of some teachers as far as their preference is concerned. Yung sa residents, profile ng teachers natin sa residents. Now, from the table, majority of our teachers are living outside Barangay Quirino or the Solano High School is situated, but these teachers have access to transportation. For non-teaching personnel without access to transportation, they are being serviced by the school vehicle. Parang mangilan-ngilan lang yata yung alam kong teachers who encounters difficulty in reaching the school. But as long as the teacher is willing to strategize for him to be in the school on time, dapat ang mga remedies na pwede natin gawin. Right? Readiness of school facilities. When talking about facilities, yung mga gamit natin, computer units, supplies, equipments, buildings, chairs, tablets, tables, and others, which will help us facilitate the learning, teaching learning process. That is now how our school compound looks like.
Watch the area.
Yeah. Sabi niya, always walk on your right side on hallways and pathways. So yan na. Alam niyo na kung nasaan tayo ngayon. We have here the inventory of buildings. And we have 68 academic classrooms, science lab, home economics, industrial, computer, admin, and others. Meron din tayong mga wash facilities, although this time we have not provided washing facilities to the second, third, and to the fourth floor. And that would be the next target, the provision of washing facilities. Yan. Wash in school, summary. Ayan, comfort rooms natin. Laboratories, wash area, number of faucets, and others. Rooms, the corridors, grounds, and wash area. Parang ang ganda-gandang tignan mo, pang luwag-luwag ano.
Napintas din talaga siya.
Pero kung lalakarin mo, talagang masikip, ibig ko sabihin, yung congested na siya. Congested na siya. Maganda. Yes. Contain resources. Yan. We have provided 54 smart TVs. They are all serviceable. Computer set, computer lab. Ayan, makikita ninyo, DCP, printers, CD, Wi-Fi and student Wi-Fi vouchers. Ito ang tumutulong na nag-send sa ating teachers to facilitate the teaching learning process. The learner materials. We have not yet met the 1:1 ratio in terms of books, textbooks. Kasi we are prohibited also to buy books out from our MOE because the central office says that they are the ones to provide our textbooks and references. Readiness of our school on digital and modular learning. Can we say, are we ready with the digital learning? With our computers, we have 45 GCP units, we have Wi-Fi, 40 Mbps. Ito, kasali na ba ito sa inyo isa pa?
Hindi pa, sir.
Hindi pa.
Plus 40 at
Plus 40.
pa, sir.
So very soon, we shall have 80 Mbps provided by other Globe ba yung provider natin?
PLDT.
Yeah, PLDT. So we are still under moderately fast but unstable. Yeah. We have modems also. We have one RISO machine, RISO graph machine, serviceable. At doon tayo nagsisimula for the production of our module. Hopefully tomorrow the other unit of risograph machine will be delivered. Profiling of learners. Our enrollment as of July 20, 2020, best the source is the LESF from the registrar's office. Yan. We are under a very large school, the Mega. We offer complete high school education from grade 7 to 12. Yan. Yan na yung enrollment natin. But we are expecting still enrollees to come during the opening because that has been the attitude of some learners just to come to school during opening of classes already. Sobrang ng tulatan. Kaya yung 2,818 learners that we have, palagay ko makukumpleto yan up to 3,000 or more. Because there will be walk-in learners that will come opening August 24. The profile of learners with gadgets. So makikita nyo, not all our learners has gadgets. Marami sa ating mga learners ang mahirap ang kalagayan ng buhay and that they are unable to purchase not a single, even the simplest gadget, the cheapest gadget. Ayan. Yung meron tayong computer with computer, 500, 557. Pinakamarami yung with computer, with CPs and but unstable internet. Baka nakakuha na lang na kita, nakadata. Data sila. Kaya, if that would be our one of the scheme of educating them, hindi natin sila marireach out lahat. Yan lang ang possible number of bata na matutulungan natin under the online learning. With computer, yan. No computer, no CP, no internet. So yan ang profile natin. That is based from the survey again, based from the survey that we conducted with parents and our learners. We have the learning modalities as distributed by percentage. The highest so far is modular, followed by uh, online, face-to-face and online, yung kanyan, blended. Then we have online, then electronics, radio and TV. 10% lang. Kaya kung 10% ng 3,000, mga 300 lang. Magbabayad tayo ng how much to for instance, Maborik or sa 101, 101.3. Mas malaki yung gagastusin natin kung instruction natin ay via TV or via radio. But nevertheless, bibigyan din yata tayo ng pundo para dyan. Okay? So that is the preferences based on the conducted survey. The profile of learners for distance modular. Yeah. 80% perceive themselves as cannot work on modules independently, but with relatives to assist. It may be the parent, the guardian perhaps, brothers, sisters, and other members of the family who could extend assistance to our learners. Cannot work modules independently but with relatives. Oh, yeah. There are also few who do not have adults around to assist. Ang tinagandak na, parents perhaps are both employed or they may be employed abroad and other conditions and situations. There are also some who could accomplish the SLM on their own. Siyempre, tala-tala mo ito dyan, were fast learners. The project is the ADM, Alternative Delivery Mode. Ito ang tumulong sa son ni Mayor. Now, he graduated, but they are still asking for the graduation. Kaya sa una nag-graduate mo timan, antay pa nga napag-march sa United States. And they are very, very grateful and they are very thankful of us kasi natulungan natin yung bata. We have here the number of CLCs. School-based, yan. Isa lang siya. Isa lang yung project. This caters our learners that who are unable to come to school regularly. Halimbawa yung mga nabuntis, no? Ito yung program na angkop sa kanila. Those who are sick and other aspects that may hinder their coming to school regularly. The learning modalities. Ito yung plan natin for the different learning modalities. Okay. The combination of face-to-face and independent learning, which may be online or modular or modular. Maximum of 15 to 25 learners only per class. Pan yan, 21 hanggang 21 lang yan. 21. With social distancing and protective personal equipment for teachers and face-to-face masks for students and other health protocols in place. Let us always take into consideration our safety and the safety of our learners. Kaya huwag tayong lalayo sa protocols ng distance online learning. They will prepare a digital lessons to be accessed by students online. Dito na papasok yung availability of internet in the respective residences. Distance modular instruction. Ito, yung reproduction of quality assured LAS and modules that we already have started. So, ano ang mga requirements dito? Additional RISO or risograph machines. We have requested the realignment of our MSEP funds amounting to 330,000 that is intended for our participation to the sports activities. But since our CDS told us na wala nang athletes or wala nang sports, starting from division up to the regional level and even national yata, you better realign your MSEP fund. At ipinaralan natin, may resolution na, approve na yung resolution ng munisipyo, nag-program tayo ng 2 additional risograph machine. Bond papers, 25 laptops para sa na walang laptop, lap lang meron. Pero unahin natin yung talagang hindi kayang bibili ng laptop. Kung kailan ibibigay. Bond papers as well, nakaprogram din tayo. So, we are also bound to improve or have a link with respective barangays in the municipality. Kasi kailangan natin ang tulong nila. Kaya, dahil tayo ang nangangailangan, tayo ang magsusumamo. Kasi naamo tayo nga topa, kanyada. Kaya let us avoid slighting them in any manner. The way we speak, or the way we act, and the way we mingle with them. That is to gain their support. Because they will be our center for the storage of our learning modules for them to distribute to our learners by the parents. Itong orientation of parents for the modular learning, I suggest na the advisors will do it. The advisors will do it. So after this, siguro the advisors can start planning on when, on how to conduct the orientation among our parents, because there are so many things that they need to know as far as the module or modular learning is concerned. For modular with TV, radio broadcast instruction, partnership with the local TV and radio station. Last night and yesterday, nag-fill up na ako ng survey being conducted by Sir Roger kung ano yung mga radio stations as well as TV stations and FM radio stations who are with good signal with us in our place. Siguro, sila siguro ang makikimuha sa mga stations na mga ito. So at least, natutulungan tayo. Learning modality or face-to-face with independent learning. Ito yung sample program natin. For week 1. Ayan. Week 2, face-to-face independent learning. Week 2, face-to-face independent. Week 3, face-to-face independent. So every hour. Just a sample yan. Just a sample. And classroom program for the senior high school. Ang nakaano dyan is
Once a week lang face-to-face.
once a week lang. Once a week lang siya. So they have how many days na bakante for them to study further. Once a week. Distance learning, ito na yung yan. Yan na yung kung natin. Guide to distance learning modalities. Napakaganda yung kung natin. How to come up with what modality is suited for their children. Yan, sa left side natin. It is self-explanatory among our parents. Madaling sundan na kung hindi sila sure on what modality to prefer, they could use that is already the flowchart for the different modalities. Yeah. Online distance learning modalities. Ayan din. Yung proseso niya. Hindi ko gaano kasi magbasa. The first is to conduct of orientation, capacity building for teachers, typing of sending of exercises. Ayan, basahin na lang niyo. Maliliit. Yes.
Or answering of the other exercise. Tapos monitoring and evaluation.
Process flow yan na yung process flow niya
Online distance.
sa online distance learning modality. Kahit hindi na niyo kopyahin, you can copy the soft copy of the LCP. Anybody teachers, pwede itong kopyahin para makagawa sila ng sarili nilang LCP. Ang sa kanilang lang naman is sa classroom setting. Mag-i-start sila sa classroom setting. Kung ano ba ang gagawin nila sa classroom up to the time na tatapos ang classes. Digital learning, ayan din siya.
Process flow.
Yan yung process flow ng digital, modular read digital learning. We go further. Yung process flow naman ng TV, radio broadcast instruction. Marami. Now, it's easy to follow because you will be guided by the arrow. Okay, we go further. Process flow for the adoption of modular learning or distance learning. See it? Yan. preparation and sorting, distribution. Yan, kasama natin ang barangay, community learning centers. Distribution, accomplishment, at to the retrieval. Diyan na papasok ang mga barangays, yung mga knowledge bearer natin. Kaya meron tayong inassign na mga focal person teachers in every barangay because I'm sure all the barangays have its own teacher resident of that place. Kaya hindi tayo magkakaroon ng problema dyan. Only, pipiliin natin the healthy teacher. Pinaka-healthy. Kaya sabi ko, huwag niyong ipapasabak ang mga senior citizen. Okay? And how to go about the distance modular. So the first requirement is to orient our parents, the subject teachers also, for the advisors. Regarding its nature, yung schedule ng subject per class or his class, in charge per barangay, the how and when last will be packaged, sample monitoring tool. We were issued a monitoring tool by the regional office and also a sample prepared by the district supervisor, one of the district supervisor, which is very comprehensive. Yan. Sample class program for distance modular. That is already for the senior high school, grade 12. So isa lang bawat umaga, no? Hello?
Yes, sir. Kasi 4 hours
Yeah.
in a week, kaya ang ginawa namin buong umaga science para makompleto niya yung 4 hours sa isang week.
Oh, maganda naman yan. Other schools adopted every hour. Kada oras magpapalit sa ng subject. Pero yung hours, every 4 hours. Which is also adaptable. Giving more chance to the learner to complete what is required of him. Yung pilot testing natin, congratulations to all of us. The regional, the division as well, and the supervisors are extending their congratulations to all of us. You being part of the success of the pilot testing, So thank you very much for your cooperation. One success story in the part of our school. Ganda. And during our TA online meeting a while ago, ayan, there are important things that we need to communicate it with you. Pero next session na yun. Kasi we have to still go on. So thank you too for the sacrifices of the EIM people like Filomeno, Mateo, si Joven, whose voice is like a TV personality. Oh, for all their efforts in coming up with our output. Yan. Yan na yung TARP natin for the pilot testing of modular na pinaulit-ulit na pinasasubmit ni Sir Dindo. Thank you to Dr. Rosel for all her efforts in coming up with that. Collaboration as well. Then, sample class teacher schedule during the pilot testing. Yan yung assignment ninyo. No? Teacher schedule, yan na. So, ang nagamit na section ay mahogany. Yan. Leaflets on the safety protocols at home were included in the last. Yan. Yung protocols ng COVID. I say that no one can work as effective as it can be when we are not healthy. If we are suffering from certain illness, hindi natin may exercise yung tamang gawain na dapat nating gampanan sa loob ng isang araw. Kaya kung nagmamalasakit tayo sa mga bata, the more na magmamalasakit tayo sa ating sarili, let us love ourselves, keep ourselves healthy, because we are the reasons why our family exists. Yan na yung issues, concerns, recommendations, and solution. Yan. Yung issues ba ng barangays ito? Limited manpower and the barangay level. Ito yung problem nila, nagpapatulong sila. Children without parents or adults to assist them in their class or SLM. Madama nga talaga nagyayawang tiurpulos pagpatulungan na. Yung sa solutions natin, teachers without health issues are residing in said barangay will be assigned as focal persons to help. Healthy subject teachers will be asked to conduct face-to-face once a week. Kung talagang hindi na tayo makakaiwas sa face-to-face. Because, for instance, the learner doesn't get the kit in the barangay, that even the parent or guardian, talagang ikaw ang magdadala ng kit sa bata. Advisor and the knowledge carrier should be the one to reach the learner. The class program in the modular approach was designed such a way that the subject teachers would be on call during their class schedule. Whether work from home or in a workplace, all of us should be on call, meaning we are always ready to accept calls from our learners, especially the subject teachers or the advisors. Lalo nung ang mawatan na jobing, the lesson, especially mathematics, for instance. Sigurado yan. Kung sa face-to-face pa nga, nagka-encounter si teacher, how much more on a modular scheme. So, in answer to that, we should always be reachable at all times. Yan yung action plan natin. Yung chosen learning delivery mode natin is modular. What are our reasons why we have chosen this? Because out of 2,818, ang nag-respond ay 1,636. The largest so far among the 5 modalities or 5 options. Yun ang isa. Yung 1,641 have unstable internet connection. So, paano yan? Not all students have access to cable TV. Si Mamurit lang hanggang Solano lang. Ewan ko kung nakarating na ng Baskaran. O Jawan, wala rin. Sa Bintawan, yung kwan lang, yung TV lang, pero walang internet. Yun. Those are the hindrance why initially, I will say initially, which will be implemented during the opening, and upon considering and upon further study that other modalities would be affected, that's the time that we shift to another modality, or we may employ the blended. Mag-blend na tayo. So meantime, yan muna ang ating i-apply. Yan. Yung mga strategies natin. So alam nyo yung strategies natin. Yung actions taken. Yung mga indicators natin. How can we say we succeeded in the implementation of the modular? Yan. Teachers are aware, the parents, the learners, the BLGUs, they are already aware of the functions of the rules in the implementation of the modular. Ito yung list of knowledge bearers natin. Knowledge bearers, learning facilitators, focal persons. So, dapat kaya natin pag-abag kinipugaw. Pag-abag, ito yung sa Lamot. Lamot, dapat pag-kapun siya ano susunod na taon after Lamot? Lagawi. Ay pa na magagaling pa sa Lagawi? Ayan. So, the teacher is Alvin for Pag-aabag din Pugaw, Cluster, Bayambong Tudupax, si Ray, si Nelson, si Mateo, Sherilyn. Quezon Cluster, Michelle, Elma, and Alistair. They are from there. So, ni Alvin nga aman karon tagay Pugaw Matsuna.
Taga-Bagapag.
Okay. Okay.
Meron din sir sa junior.
Villaverde, ni Ana Norilyn, Clemor, may mesa na.
Kasi Bintawan siya sir.
Bitawan. Yun siya. Ay. Ikita din ninyo yung number of teachers in a particular place na makikita sa place. Diba? Ano ba yun?
Din sir, taga-dyan din lang.
Taga dyan na. So marami.
Marami din sir sa junior.
Oo. So wala nang problema dyan pala. So mali na kaya tag-steady nga focal person di may isa. Si Kamay, ano bandong ka kung ano di may isa. Yeah, so marami. Sa Villaverde is Shirley, di ba si Shirley is from...
Hindi sir, Poblacion sa Rojas, Quirino, Quezon.
Okay.
Sa Solano dito sir. Solano lahat dito sa...
Okay. Sige yan. So yan. We go further.
Sir, yan naman sa junior.
Per barangay.
Number of students.
Yan yung junior niya. Junior na.
May students sir. Per
So from that, the advisors should already had already finished the listing of learners. Kasi alam na ninyo, yung number of learners per barangay. Ano ang pinakamarami?
Sa junior.
Oh, marami sa Quirino.
Marami. Rojas, sir. Rojas.
Mas.
Sa senior high, sir. Rojas.
Rojas.
Meron ito kasi junior ito, sir. Junior itong slide yan.
Ah, junior yan.
Junior lang yan, sir.
Ayan. So well distributed. Yung sa outside Solano, di ba Sir Bert naka-assign down yan?
Sir, 197.
Ah, okay.
197.
197. Outside Solano. So marami. So yan. Be guided by that data. The advisor should be guided by that data as the basis in making the list. Para mag-judge dyan sa LCP natin yung listing nila. Which is required by the division office and even the regional office as one of the MOVs to be seen by them, to be presented to them during their visit. Because the director herself a while ago said that they will come around. They will go around the entire region to monitor how we conduct the opening of classes.
This is yung sample list per barangay.
Ito na,
Yung sample list.
sample list per barangay. Ayan na pala, meron ng listahan per barangay. Oh, kanya pati problemahan ni advisor. Oh, meron na. Ginawa na pala ni AP ang mga list.
Sure.
Okay, on assessment.
No, I mean,
Si Madam Irene. So thank you, Madam Irene. Please prepare for the other advisors also. Yan. Sample of the teacher plan along varied learning modalities with the assessment tools to view. Yan na.
pero wala doon.
Sa milk natin, kaya yung sa dati nating learning competencies, this was already compressed, na-reduce na siya, so kukunti na lang. Na-implement natin ito in 2 quarter. According to Regional Director, 2 quarter lang tayo this year. Kasi August tayo nagsimula. And then you can be guided by that. Rizalin, Esquivel.
Yes, example lang
Sample lang yan.
Parang
Okay? The process flow for enrollment. Yung sa remote, all of us has contributed their share on enrolling our learners through online. Kasi walang face-to-face. For how many times that the attention of our superintendent was called by the director because of our low enrollment. And it's good that we were able to cope up with what we had last year. Now almost the same yung enrollment natin, except for few remote, physical. Yeah. All those things were implemented, were followed. Strategic plans natin, yan.
natawanan ng kapatid.
All of those were accomplished, were followed.
Pinakamalaki sa yung director.
Communicating plan to BLC. Yan. Partnership initiatives. Yan. We seek the citizens of the barangay, LGU to be the drop-off point in retrieval of glass modules. Close coordinations with MLGU. Of course, we are always supported by the MLGU. Ah, kung magmamaterialize yung mga unexpended fund during the past years by the from the incept of the LGU, iipunin lahat yon at i-accommodate yung ibang orders natin. Hopefully, kasi millions ang usapan during our meeting. Kaya sana mag-accommodate lahat yung mga equipment na request natin. So, let us not forget that we are supported by the municipal government. Engaging partnership with local TV, nakiko-coordinate na tayo sa television network through Mabore, including radio station. Looking for partners for financial support. Yun talaga problema natin. Baka mayroon kayong pwedeng tutulong sa atin na kakilala, tutulong natin sa pangpundo ng ating reproduction kasi kulang talaga yung budget natin for modular, the production of modules. Pero kung mag-aas kayo ng assistance, wag through Facebook. You make it in other way of communicating with them na aside from Facebook, other than Facebook. Barbaran nga natin makahanap tayo. Okay? Yan yung mga health and safety protocols natin for our teachers, our non-teaching and personnel there. Dapat naka-face mask tayo. Dapat ang damit foot gate. Pagdukulan. As you enter the gate, may mga thermal scanners. Dapat normal ang temperature. Yan. Mga protocols natin. No mask, no entry. Kuna tayo niya, all other establishment, wala talagang papasok na walang mask. Especially now that the increase of infection of the disease is very alarming. Nalagpasan na natin hindi nalagpasan tayo? China. Southeast Asia, tayo. So imagine, kaya wala nang hihigit pa sa pag-iingat. Oh. Kaya nga, sa Manila. And while inside the school campus, yan yung mga consideration natin. Minimize touching railings, minimize touching others, disinfect cell phones, physical distancing, doon malipatan tayo ito physical distancing, walk on the right, be vigilant, face mask should be worn correctly. Kada lagi ng duman, naka-face mask na po, naka-roll mo dyan ako. Yeah. Well, saan nakakapil mo dyan, teammate? Wash hands with soap. That is one of our consideration na we see to it that we provide soap in all the washing facilities. May sabon tayo lagi. At kung mapansin kayo na wala ng supply, please find your pen to provide. Yes. Hindi pa kasi pwedeng i-charge ito sa MSEP yung mga health needs natin. Hindi pwede. If not feeling well, proceed to school clinic immediately for healthcare. And ang physical layout of classrooms, by the time that we are ready to conduct the face-to-face, that should be the setup of the classroom. What will you do with the access chairs, armchairs? You will bring it outside. Yes. You open also the two doors to serve as entrance and exit. Pero mayroon yatang rooms na isa lang ang gate, ano? Isa lang ang door. Pero, mga old na kon lang mga yun. Yan ang set up. So hanggang 21 lang tayo dapat when it comes to face-to-face. Yan ang movement for two-door classrooms. Entrance and exit. One door. Kung one door, keep right. So itago mo yung kanan mo.
Keep right.
Yes.
Always keep right.
Your face-to-face mode health and safety protocol yan, for learners and for teachers. Yan. Dami na. That can be printed and posted inside the classrooms and in strategic place in our school. Other issues and concerns? Training for teachers on TV, radio-based instruction. Madumag din na lang kanyayo tikuan niya. The radio-based instruction. Announcer. Example, si Regimel. Upskilling or retooling of teachers for digital learning. Reproduction of class to start as early as first week of August. The regional director a while ago mentioned that by August 17, we should start already distributing the last. Agrugi tayo nga giwaras ti last. So hopefully, we will be able to meet the target. So our timeline of distribution will be August 17. Fourth, partnership with local radio TV network. We are always trying to enhance our linkage with them. Ayan. Education, continuity plan, education must continue. Ayan. That is the newest part, the additional information. The leadership and management. For example, not all teachers are equipped with distance learning. Naglaruang na iti face-to-face. Yeah? Gamin ng module, andan nga makasermon. Andan nga nakasagana nga pagklase. Not all parents are aware of the LDM. That's why they need to be oriented. How to solve the problem or the issue, and upskilling or retooling or retraining of teachers. Just an example. We attend webinars because no more face-to-face. Yung sa resources natin, andyan, human, material, budget. Our sources of budget will be the MSEP, MOA, and the PTA. But for this school year, exhausted na ang budget ng PTA hindi naman na tayo makakolek kasi modular scheme naman na tayo. Curriculum and instruction, the delivery of competencies in all subject areas, in all grade level, MELC, via MELC. The most essential learning competencies na, which are applicable in real life na yata yung kinonsider sa MELC, pwedeng na magamit ng bata. Yung timeline natin, June to August for the delivery of competencies. Hindi
2021.
2021.
Hanggang June to April.
2021.
Sa lugar. Hindi na
2021 dapat. Curriculum and instruction. Isang situation there is gap on giving instructional supervision, technical assistance to teachers.
Hindi mo na makikita, Sergio.
Oo.
Paano mo na siya
Kasi ano kami ngayon observe karon tatan tanong makitid kami ti technical assistant. Yawanan. Gusto nga agrag sa akin ni teacher.
Sir, dapat hindi, dapat kung din sila, available din sila.
I do not know. Hindi pa naman na-addressan yung COT natin. Kung paano ikakandak yun. Siguro, there will be a change in the way how teachers will be rated. Oh. Ayan, ang isang issue. Make instructional supervision plan.
Online.
Online. Kasi sabi ni si ID Chief,
Ano na?
sabi ni si ID Chief, missed plus supervision will go on. I do not know how they will conduct it. They're told in siguro. Pwede rin na gano'n. Yun na rin ang susupervise ninyo. Yan ang magiging basis in preparing your supervisory plan. Siguro. Okay? Curriculum instruction, internet, availability of teachers to deliver instruction. We are allowing work from home ilang beses kaya Rosel? But if work from home does not allow you to do your work as a teacher, you better come to workplace. Halimbawa, wala kang internet sa bahay, paano ka makapagtatrabaho? So, solution is report to your workstation. Magpa-install ng Wi-Fi ang natin, ang task. In all buildings, yun na actually ang plans natin that within the compound or within the premises, available na lahat sa kamang pupunta sa sulok ng Solano High School, available ang Wi-Fi. Later, pag naidagdag na yung 40 Mbps. So, saan ka pa? Dito sa school, libre. Sa bahay, magbabayad ka. Diba? The teaching learning process, availability of learning resources and materials. Siyempre, magre-reproduce tayo out from our allotment out from our fund.
Marami pang hindi na-retrieve na books eh.
Yun. Ang isang problem, ang isang issue is yung books natin na issued to our learners, hindi pa nare-retrieve. So how would you retrieve that?
Already calling the parents to return the books.
Pwede rin sanang pabayaan na ngayon, pero yung year level nila ay na-promote naman na sila. So hindi na applicable sa kanila yung books na nasa kanila, di ba? Unless na meron silang kapatid na susunod sa kanila. Oo. Pero still has to be recorded because the superintendent said the all books or textbooks should be reissued to the learners. Nothing should be seen na naka-stock sa library except for the references. Yung mga nakakolek, properly recorded, then dadalhin ulit sa barangay for distribution. Finance, super finance, procurement of school needs, equipment through our MOE and other sources of budget. Not all, yung impact niya, not all school necessities can be purchased due to MGCQ guidelines and due to CUA guidelines. Ang gagabo tayo mo ka, magatang tayo lang tayo kaya tayo, no. No? May limitations. Halimbawa sa equipment, we are only allowed up to 15,000 below for equipment. Above 15,000, hindi na pwede. Kaya, ore kahit ito tigumatang tiraiso, out from our MOE, hindi pwede. Kasi, unless na tiraiso mga 15,000. Yun, yung mga, budget constraints in the reproduction of laws, kahit nag-download na ang central office ng budget, parang nakikita ko na kulang pa rin. Kulang pa rin. So those are those activities natin. Sa listing down all the necessities and identify supplies, nakasali lagi because we submit our annual procurement program yearly. At kung hindi nakikita yung mga supplies na kailangan natin, pwede naman yung tinatawag na supplementation. Gagawa tayo ng annual implementation plan, parang supplementary to what we have included in the procurement, which is not found actually in the work and financial plan and in the annual procurement program. Yan yung DRRM. Ito yung trabaho ni Val. Sanitizing classrooms and maintenance of school grounds and other facilities. Dalawa sila ni Hermie. So, dito trabaho na. Yeah. Although, if you try to go around sa likod, especially, all classrooms and other facilities must be sanitized before the opening of classes. That's why department heads are instructed that when you conduct a meeting or lab with them, you please instruct them to conduct brigade eskwela from the rooms and respective zones as if yung feeling papasok pa rin yung mga bata na handang-handa yung mga classrooms as to cleanliness, structuring, arrangement, and cleanliness especially, including the water hand washing facility. Dapat ready yung mga room.
Functionality ng CR.
Yung sa functionality ng CR natin, marami rin yung CRs na hindi nagpa-functions per classroom. In fact, meron na naman ibang program ngayon na ang CR ng isang classroom dapat 3. Ano siya? Gender sensitive siya ngayon. Tatlong CR. Isang pang babae, isang lalaki, yung isa. Yung para sa mga LGBT. Yun. Apat. Apat. Ayun, actually, yung ibang condition ngayon, design ngayon ng ibang classrooms ngayon, 3 na ang CR. So, paano tayo magkakaroon nun? Samantalang yung isang CR hindi pa natin ma-maintain. Tapos, i-require tayo ng magkakaroon ng 3 CRs per room. So, yan sa DRRM. SDO cares. Aha, Biskaya. Aha. Ano yung aha?
Amazing hub for all.
Yes.
Amazing hub for all.
Amazing hub for all. Okay, so there, that is our BE LCP. So there, after my presentation, our dear teachers are expected to come up with their LCP, BE LCP in the classroom level. Sa classroom level lang.
Meron ba sample?
Ayan yung sample ng classroom continuity plan.
Ganda natin, sir.
Ayan. Objectives.
Yan.
Ayan. Department heads will be the one to conduct this, to cascade this to your teachers. Although those who are online has already an advance information about this, pero kayo lang pagkakascade sa kanya, you can have it as a lock session. Profiling, yan. Summary, distance modular, base of learners per barangay. Yes.
Class program.
Class program. Very specific na yung class program. Kasi sa classroom na lang siya.
Ito wala pa siyang ilagay ng mga books, pero dapat kasama yung items sa textbook per subject sa class niya. Wala pa siyang ilagay, sir. And then, sa resources, sige pa.
Sa resources,
Wala pa.
equipment.
Kung ano yung available sa room niya, sa may TV siya. Ay, kasi ganito rin yung pag natin yun.
Parang may ilalagay sa folder. Folder na. Pwede rin ganyan, no?
So, parang represent din namin yung PowerPoint na ganyan.
Yes. Una.
Sige, ma'am. Kitang tayo pa, ma'am. I-critic tayo pa. Next. Yan din yung sample ng room niya, corridor niya, wash area niya. Kung meron, pero wala siyang wash area sa taas niya. Kaya nga, sir, face to face.
Expected roles and responsibilities.
Kasi kinukuha sa DO, sir, yung school readiness at physical. Kaya dapat, may flash din siya kung reading room niya. Yun lang.
None advisors.
Yes, sir.
Meron ba na advisors na walang room?
Sir, dagi-jero.
Basta kung latan, ikabi na lang tadya nga one issues lang tadya kwan. Jerome nga unti-rom na. Issue. Learner. Advisor. Subject teacher. Dry run.
So, nag-dry run din kasi sila sa senior, sir.
Nag-try lang kayo mo senior.
Sige, sir. Yeah. And then yun na yung feedback nila sa dry run, what went well, what went wrong, yes, sir.
Kasla postcon.
And what needs to be improved. And then, ito na, sir, yung gagawin nila na action plan na nakangkla sa kanila. Sige, sir. Yan. Yeah.
So, yan.
So, yan yung sa part ng teacher. Isa-isahin nila yung mga modalities kapag face-to-face. Next, sir. Distance, andyan dyan yung consideration, study activities, specific task, resources. Yung isa, sir. Potential partners and timeliness. And then distance learning, online. Isa-isahin nila yan, sir. And then blended.
Lahat yung modalities.
Yes, sir.
All the modalities. Assessment.
Yan yung assessment tool, pero wala pa. Yeah. Kulang.
Tapos na. Anong kulang? Yung protocols. Protocols, wala na. Protocols ng COVID. Ayun, isali nyo yun. Importante yun. Evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation. Oh, ayun yung, kung ano yung nakita nyo wala doon, isali na ninyo. Isali yun. So you can copy the soft copy nito. So that ends our LCP. That will be our guide as we go through the new normal.